Doesn't even seem like it's attached to anything on this side. Welcome back to Christina's Garage Gearhead in Training. Today I'm going to change the engine filter on my 2006 Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy duty. All I'm using is a screwdriver with this star-shaped piece. I don't know actually what it's called. It's the star-shaped one. And I have the Pro Former filter. I just went to my local Napa and let them know what kind of truck I have and that I'm changing the engine filter. This is what they hooked me up with. They had two options. This one was, I think, $23. The other one was, I think, somewhere around $18. This one, he just said, was an upgraded version. So I figured a couple dollars, might as well get the nicer one. I watched a couple of different YouTube videos and it was telling me that this is where the engine filter is located underneath this top here. It is 4 screws, so this one you can tell that's why I had to use the star shape for that. One down here, one over here, which I'm missing. Let me get around to the other side. One right down here, I'm trying to get my hand in there, right down here, which I'm missing, so I don't have to worry about that one. And then this one right here. I'm gonna unscrew these, take the cap off, and then replace the filter. First is to take off these screws, which it seems like it's almost already undone. Because this is all plastic, it felt like it was stripped. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab my Grypmat. That way I don't lose these in the engine bay. Okay, I'm gonna put the screws in there. One thing I would like to know is why it's kind of wobbly. I don't know if that's normal or not. And since I'm missing a screw, is that something I need to address? I don't know. I would need to ask my friend Jeff. He might know. I didn't even realize this was under here. Goes to show how often I work on my truck. Now I'm doing it more. It was interesting. I was trying to figure out what to do for today's content. I'm gonna put this right here because I don't want it falling in. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do for content today. Oh, you know what? This filter actually looks pretty. I took all 3 off, right? Yeah, I took all 3 off. This filter actually looks pretty clean. I might not even need to replace it. I don't know the last time. So I usually take the truck to Firestone. That way I can just have Jeff do it all. I specifically asked for him and he's done all the updates. On the box, let me actually grab the box. It says air filter should be inspected every 12,000 miles or 12 months, typically replaced every 36,000 miles or 36 months depending on driving conditions. Refer to owner's manual for specific change intervals. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up because I feel like this filter looks good enough that I can leave it. Still, this is a learning experience for me because I've never changed it into engine filter. I didn't even know what an engine filter was, that I even had one, where it was. So this was a learning experience for me either way. And if you've never changed one, you want to change one, you can see that you take it right out. I mean, let's see. Let's take it out. Yeah, it looks pretty clean still. Do I just want to change it? Yeah, for the heck of it, I'm just gonna change it. This is what it looks like. It's not super dirty. There's bugs and stuff in there. Let's just switch it out. This is my new one. And because the camera's up on a thing, it's gonna be kind of hard to show you. Here, let me see if I can get you guys an angle because it's interesting to look in here. Okay, so it looks like that's where the air goes in. And then there's just like this pocket in here. So my question is like what? Oh, you can't even see. Let's see if I can get another angle. It's on this side that I think, it's right under there. There's a hole. I don't know if I don't want to ruin anything. Anyway, there's a hole, I'm trying to do this one hand, under there, and it looks like the air comes from kind of underneath, and I can't tell where it enters from. Can't tell if it comes in through there. That's something I'm gonna have to ask somebody else, because I'm really curious how in the world, like, the air is coming from this side, going in through here, going through this filter, and then through this, all the way in into the engine. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm gonna place it down this way. Just basically just put it in. Gotta make sure, because this is attached to here. I want to make sure it lines up. Make sure the plastic part goes in properly. I don't want to squish it though. This part down here is pretty tight. There we go. So it just slides right in. Now I gotta line the top and the bottom back up. See, this thing moves. Is that normal? Doesn't even seem like it's attached to anything on this side. Okay. Ugh. How did I even? So I guess the most difficult part of this is lining it back up. Okay, that's not that bad. It was just caught on the rubber part. All right, now I'm gonna put, I was like, maybe I don't need gloves. Apparently I needed gloves, because luckily it's not grease, it's just dust, essentially. Yeah, this one right here just feels like it's stripped. Just went right in. This one I'll be able to screw all the way. I think this one I might be able to screw as well. Yeah, I'll be able to screw those in. Make sure that I switch it. This is one of the fancy ones where I can switch the direction. When I was asking Jeff, as I said before, I was trying to figure out what to do for content, and I was thinking of changing the filters. The first thought is there a filter on the inside, a cabin air filter? I did some searching on Google and online. There are cars that have the cabin air filters. Mine doesn't. I'm going to show you in a second. I looked underneath the dash, and mine doesn't have the cabin air filter. The gentleman at the Napa store, he said that 2008 and after, the cabin air filters were required. Before then, it was an option. So you could have a 2006 Chevy Silverado with the cabin air filter, and there are, like mine, it doesn't have it. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you don't have it, and where it would be if you did have it. I get a little bit dark out now. It was so hot today, I didn't want to film during the day. My phone started overheating. Anyway, so, I'll back up. This is the passenger side. You go underneath here. If you do have the cabin air filter, it will be right here. On the videos I was watching, this had like a screw and stuff right here. So a panel came off, and then the cabin air filter comes out of there. If you look closer, let me zoom in. When you look at mine, this is a solid plastic, a solid piece here. So I do not have the cabin air filter on my truck. If you do, it would be right under here, and it looked like a pretty simple exchange. There were some videos online that showed people changing out the cabin air filter on the 2006 Chevy Silverado. If you do need to figure out how to do that, you can go just search the YouTube. Yeah, so that was a really quick, easy job. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Luckily, it's starting to cool off. It was like 105 today. It was pretty toasty. If you guys want to support what I'm doing, if you want to see what's going on in the future, maybe potentially meet up with me at some of these events, please subscribe to my channel. I might be coming out with stickers soon, and it might give an opportunity for you guys to help support me, what I'm doing, and also get you guys some cool swag. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. I will see you guys next week.